we present The Beast of Bamburgh, Episode 2.
What grieves my precious father? Prithee, my noble lord, I asked, what ails thee? Didst thou not hear that which I just spoke? My lord, never have I thought to see such worries ridged upon thy face. Tell me, father, what troubles thee? For if the very devil himself be upon our fortifications, I say we shall face him, and all his minions together. Have no fear, my lord. You have strong warriors enough, men that have brandished sword and shield, and will bow down to none that threatens thine own majesty. You are backed by loyal and firm-hearted men, those that will take to the field for your right, and with devotion to you. You have friends, my true and gracious lord. The people of Bamburgh would stand a siege of 40 nights if they believed they were fighting with you upon this castle's defences. Your visage upon our walls will make lions of our men, soldiers of our women, and knights of our children. No army from any southern king will ever crush these walls asunder. Be of goodly heart. We cannot lose, my true and noble father.
My son. Such words. Such words. Such words. Thou speakest of soldiers and warriors, but you have never seen a field of battle. The smashed bodies, severed limbs, the eyes that shall never again behold all that once they have loved. Do not be fooled. The guards we have, stout-hearted though they may be, cannot hold out against the force set upon destruction of our home. We have swords and spears and other weapons, but upon my soul, our men will not stand against those whose bread and wine is earned by bloody combat.
But father!
We will lose. And upon the revenge of the southern king, our wives, our children, our babes will be sacrificed unto the spit of lust, anger, and slavery. They are battle-ready, we are not. Recently I sent a trusted man to see the true condition of our land. He has not yet returned. With no report of favourable discoveries, I cannot promise payment, with nothing to sell.
Your people will fight.
When times are well, friends are many. But with the passage of the hours, men will turn fickle, women protective of their own, and powerful lords turn on one another to secure what they once took for granted. You were born within these walls. Only the life here have you known. I should have prepared thee better. Every indulgence I afforded thee, for it was my pleasure to see you happy, but now I know the failings of my actions. Instead of the title, a sword I should have placed within your grip. Forgive a foolish old man who wished for nothing more than to keep the world away from your door. Now that door will no longer hold back the world I did not wish you to know. For debt, my son, destroys all who touch it. No defence of stone or battlement can protect thee from it.
Why, my lord, stand you so near the edge? No enemy I spy upon the horizon.
When I am gone, blame all the ills of the castle on my shoulder. Take no accusations against thyself. Proclaim me absent in my responsibilities, and declare the differences should thou have been lord, as soon thou wilt be.
My lord, never will such words pass between my lips. No treason or ill report will I speak against your noble life.
You will have no choice. You have a wife, children of your own. They must now and forever be thy true concern. Your own blood must survive. Do whatever thou must do.
This tower is high, my lord. What dost thou search for upon the wind-swept sky?
Doth the wind blow? So it doth.
Father! Oswick! Oswick!
My young lord, what ails thee?
The king! The king hath fallen. The king is dead.
No, my lord. The new king is very much alive.
Oswick! He stepped up onto the stone and reached out into the air. I think he meant to reach and grasp the very breeze that...
The new king hath arrived, my lord.
My mother?
Is with thy father, my lord.
The Lord High Sheriff of York.
He has been gone 3 hours already, my lord.
Send the swiftest horse, the most able man you can find. Have him implore the sheriff to return. He is to explain a new lord now sits on the throne of bamburgh. Requests an only.
I will, my lord.
Oswick,
My lord?
this man, the one upon which my father placed such fear. Dost thou know him?
I do.
Repeat once more his name, but now I shall remember it.
As thou art now king, my duty is now to thee. The man's name is Telvar.
I know his daughter.
My lord, you do.
If this man doth return, send him to me.
I hear upon the nightly air he may this evening be returned.
Find me a quiet room, away from those that would listen in the still, quiet hours, that I may question him, hear his own word.
I will, my lord.
How swift the crown doth move from head, yet, O Lord, I am, now the old king is dead. My Lord High Sheriff, I thank thee for thy return. On our last meeting harsh words were spoken, and I myself guilty of such judgments of thy character, which now I deplore, and ask forgiveness. If thou within thyself can find it in thy heart to see beyond my youthful years, I beseech thee, consider now my entreaties upon your royal king.
My lord, return I out of respect, upon the position of thy dead father and the throne upon which thou now sits. The message from my master, however, remains unchanged. The debt still hangs above this castle, all within are tied to it. The sum your father did not possess now falls upon your broad back, the burden carrying now your name.
How true, my gracious sheriff, all that you speak. But as I am so recently appointed to this title, the running and administration of this crown newly realized, I now can say, I see the errors that my father made.
What errors, my lord?
Within these last 3 years, my father made no provision for our current time, never prepared for such a reckoning. Your master need not fear for lack of coins. Regardless of trade or harvest, winter or summer, you may convey unto the southern monarch that here, at Bamburgh, he will find no more loyal and faithful servant who will not let the debt go unpaid. The castle now doth have a new lord. He shall gather all that is owned, now and in the future.
If thou is capable of gathering in this debt, and making true with coins unto my royal king, thou mayest keep this castle and all within. But hear me, my newly appointed lord. Thou dost not, no pleading, no begging, no entreaty of any kind on my ears will prevail, and thou shalt lose all that once you had, and hope to keep. Find the money, this shall be thy only chance. My respects upon your father's death.
Ragnar,
Father?
thou art my eldest son. Now upon your courage I must trust.
Test me, Father. Try my valor.
I doubt you not, Ragnar, or thy brother. Didst thou mark that man that I here spoke to?
Father?
How sharp is thy sword?
Sharp as my wits.
Before the fall of night, cover thy blade with his dark red blood. Leave him where his bones never shall be found. Canst thou arrange such work?
Some friends I have, true and loyal, that with me will with eager hand dispatch this lofty and parasitical man from the south.
For we must send a message that he in the south will not forget. Cruel and heartless it must be done, without regret. Leave the man marked, his face seen by all, reduced to scarring deformity and bloody gore.
My lord.
From his men have I this hateful sheriff parted. Alone he rides, unprotected and vulnerable. Ragnar, a mirror image of myself, will not fail me in this deed. But more I know may fall before this action is complete, or I may need to travel by horse, cloak, and hood. To keep this home, others will have to lose their blood.
Godspeed, sir. Is thou in such a hurry to leave this pleasant forest?
Why doth thou block my way? What you have that requires my patience?
Your life, sir, is all I require of you. No return home for one that would cost so many theirs.
Bravely spoken by one so young. You and I should pass this time playfully. No, I am no amateur with a blade so straight that it will find thy heart with but one strike.
Good sir, I believe you are the better man when force of arms come into play. But I must tell thee, unlike thou, I did not come alone.
That would not engage me man to man.
There are no rules when one doth fight for one's own life. Only those left standing may stake the victory. You entered our home, and did so with a threat. No quarter shall we give to thee.
Murder! Murder! Help!